Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I apologize for running a little late. I had some camera problems, but I'm glad to be here now. Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope that you all are doing awesome on this day before Friday, before for many it's going to be a long weekend, right? I hope you guys and all of your plans are doing something safe, something that, yeah, doing something safe, whatever you do. I know it's summer and we get free, and that's fine. Just be safe in whatever it is that you do. But welcome. I'm glad to be here. I missed you guys last week. I was out of town, and honestly, it was a little easier to just kind of hold off until this week. That didn't mean I didn't have anything to say to you. I just really couldn't get my hands around a camera to get here to tell you anything. But nonetheless, I am here today and I'm happy to see you. And we're late, so I'm going to just jump right into it. So today, I was thinking about the fact that number one, our word for the week is action. We need to take action. I have given us a couple of different things that we can take action around as far as personal development. For some of us, that may be necessary. For other people, it may be necessary to take action around a plan that they have, action around some family engagements that they want to pursue, action around some projects they're working on, action around developing something. It could be action around anything. But the point is, we need to take the action, right? So I talked about the fact that it's important to know when to listen. I talked about that on Triumphant Tuesday. I talked about the fact that it's important to listen and not just jump into your actions, of course, and jump into whatever it is that you're going to do. But it's also important not to just wait around when you know it's time for you to work, when you know it's time for you to do something. So, we're going to talk about that just a little. And I hope that what I'm getting ready to talk to you about is going to resonate and perhaps put a little fire under some of you who've been a little slow to get moving. Hopefully, it's definitely going to again help you to get going and get up and take some action. Some of you are not taking action because so many times you have tried, and as the teaser said in the title, you have fallen and you feel like you cannot possibly get up and try not one more time to bring about whatever it is that you're trying to bring about. You've absolutely had it. Enough is enough. You're tired of falling. You're tired of getting kicked while you're down there. And you're tired of trying to get up because it's not always easy to get up when you're flat on your back. All right. So I want to tell you number one, yeah, you still have to take action. And number two, you can get up. So don't dwell down there in your fallen state and believe that you can't get up. Last week in one of my posts, I talked about the fact that for so long I held back on taking action on some things I knew that I needed to take that related to my business, that related to the things that I do, that related to some of the things that you see right now. The fact that I waited forever to take action on my teaching and my speaking. I waited forever to take action on writing my book. Now, don't get me wrong. I truly believe that things happen according to when they're supposed to. All right. So even if it is not the appointed time for it to happen, I truly believe that God still works it out so that it is in his timing still, even though we may kind of mess that up sometimes, but still he's going to work it all for the better of us. So I don't discount or I don't dwell in I should have done this years ago or I should have done this long ago. That may be the truth. However, thinking of things in that way will pull you into a state where you feel as though you're hopeless and there's no need to even try to do it. So think of, yeah, maybe I should have done this a while back, but you know what? I'm doing it now. That is the thought process that you need to have. And I know you feel like a lot of times that there are hurdles, that there's constantly something being thrown in your path. And it's really hard to keep going. Maybe, like I said, you've stumbled and you've fallen and you don't like being down there, but by the same token, you don't like getting up and getting hit again and falling. So for that reason, you just kind of stay in your fallen position. I've been there, just like I said, but you have to change your mindset. Each time I fell, which is something that you have to think about too, is what is it that you're learning each time that you fall? There is a lesson in everything that happens to you, in everything that you do, and everything that comes across your path, every experience you have. There is a lesson in there, even if that lesson is not to go back down that path again. If perhaps the lesson is to pursue getting funding for your project in another way. Perhaps it is to pursue developing relationships in another way. It could be anything at all that you experience. There is a lesson in there for you to learn. And keep in mind that any lesson that you learn is valuable. It may not be a lesson that feels good, and many times it's not. However, it is valuable in that it is still teaching you something, even if what is being taught is something that you really don't like and you really feel is painful to you. So, so the truth again is that falling down and missing opportunities, it just doesn't define us. All right, that's what I really want you to see tonight, is that each time you try something, and if you fail at that thing, that doesn't mean failure is who you are. That does not define your value. That does not define what you can do. That does not define what has already been deposited in you to help you to succeed and to do more. So when you stumble, it's just a hiccup in the road. It just might be a block in the road that you'll have to get up. You still have to take action, because the worst thing that you could do is decide that you're going to stay exactly where you are. And you don't see a whole lot up at the top if you're constantly sitting on your behind on the bottom, right? You got to get up and push yourself. Even if you've fallen and you've missed opportunities, none of that defines you, because, again, things are going to work. If you work it properly, it's still going to work out so that you are going to benefit. All right. So, how can you rise and take action? I know you've hit those hurdles. You're tired of seeing the same old things. You're tired of standing up and getting kicked again. What is it that you can do to finally kind of get your mind clear and to go ahead and take some action? So, one thing in particular that you can do is, that's not the one, this is the one I want to show you, is acknowledge your journey. Acknowledge it. I talk about it all the time. Plugging into your journey, looking back, not dwelling in the past, but getting the valuable things from back there and pulling them forward is very important, right? It's very important for you to do that. Hey, Tina, thanks so much for watching. I see you out there. And I'm glad that you're agreeing with what I'm saying. I'm glad that this is hitting home for some people. I greatly appreciate that. What you need to do is acknowledge the fact, embrace your past experiences, both the successes, and the setbacks. Why? Because they have shaped you and they've made you the resilient person that you are. It's not the first time you've heard me say that. If you've heard me talk before, plug into your journey. But I have to keep reinforcing that, because so many of us miss that opportunity to look at what we have done, even the failures, and learn from that, and let it prompt you to take action, to do better, to be better, and to gain those things that you want to gain. All right. So, in order to do that, in order to acknowledge the journey and to gain something from it and not to dwell in the past, and particularly over the bad experiences, you need to adjust your mindset. It's very important for you to have the proper mindset. Don't go with a defeated mindset. Don't go with and invaluable, that you don't have value type of mindset. Go with a growth mindset, a success mindset, a prosperous mindset, so that you can get up from where you are, take the action, and keep going forward. Keep pressing for where it is that you want to do. So that means, again, we're going to have to let go of those self limiting beliefs. I've talked about that in the past as well. And there are ways to do that. We've talked about those as well. We have to replace them with empowering thoughts, things that are going to encourage us and empower us to actually take action. You have to believe in your potential. That is critical. If you don't believe that you can do that thing that you want to do, whatever that thing is, fill it in with whatever you want to put in there. If you don't believe that you have the potential to do what can be done, then there's a very good likelihood that you will not be able to accomplish it, because believing that it can be done, for one, and believing that you can do it, for two, is definitely the first steps in being able to make something happen. All right. Again, what else can you do when you've fallen and you really don't want to get up, but you know that you need to take action? How can you take action? What can you put in place to help you to be successful with that action, so that you will be prompted to continue doing what you need to do to move forward? Clear goals. Critical that you have goals, because if you get up and you're taking action, what are you working towards? You may have that ultimate goal out there to get that ultimate thing that you want, but there are steps in the process, and you can do a lot better in convincing yourself that you need to take action if you hit one of those little steps each time. If you hit the milestones, those goals that you set, that are going to enable you to hit that vision, to hit what it is that you want to do. If you start there, then you stand a better chance, again, of taking action. Define what you truly want to achieve and then break it down into actionable steps. So you being able to hit those actionable steps will encourage you to not only, of course, take the action, but continue the whole process through until you get to what you want. Those small, consistent actions are really significant in the progress that you make over time. So don't think any small piece of what you're finally accomplishing when you get up and decide to take action, don't think any small piece really does not have any value. It all has value. Take it slightly, actionable step by actionable step, in order to get where you want. So, in all of that process, so you're going to acknowledge your past and go through those things and look for the lessons that are going to help you to push forward. You're going to shift your mindset in order not to stay stuck in what didn't work, and to get rid of those limiting beliefs so that you can go forward. You're going to set those goals with some actionable steps so that you don't get discouraged as you try to move through what needs to be done, because you're going to focus on each step rather than the big picture. And what else? You're going to seek some support, because you know what? It may not all just lay out the way I just put it out there. It sounds like it's a good process, it's a good plan, but let's face it. There still are times when we need somebody who's going to be able to just kind of step aside or step with us and hold us, maybe sometimes even carry us along the way, and encourage us so that we can continue our step. Be sure that you are surrounded by people with a positive attitude, and let them be your support network. Connect with like-minded people, the people who are going to want to do the same things that you're doing, who have the same beliefs that you have and the same values, so that you all can push probably at the same time and in the same direction. I have a couple of very dear friends who partner with me every step of the way, and we encourage one another, even when things look kind of crazy. We encourage one another, saying, hey, you know what? We can do that. And then I turn around and I encourage her when she feels as though that she really can't make progress. It's very important to have somebody there who understands what you're doing, who knows what it is that you're trying to accomplish, probably because they are trying to accomplish something similar. And the way that you're able to support one another with that kind of network is critical. So surround yourself, seek that support, and then surround yourself with those people who can give you that support at all times. And then the last thing I want to tell you that you need to do is, guess what? You are not perfect. I know that that stuns some of you, but you're not perfect. And you have to embrace that. You're going to fall. You're going to fall. Yeah, you're going to fall. And you're not going to always get things done just the way you want them done. But the stress that, or the thing that I'm stressing here, is the fact that you can't stay down. You've got to take action. And I know it may look difficult. However, the steps that I've laid out so far tonight are helping you to see how you can actually take that action, helping you to see how, okay, maybe I can begin to get up at least if I have some actionable steps. And then maybe I'll stand up all the way once I hit a couple of these steps. And okay, maybe once I hit that third actionable step, I'll see it's worth trying this again. And I learned something back there and all those other times I fell. And I feel that I can incorporate that now in this process that I've set in place with these goals and these steps that I'm hitting little by little. And if you keep at it with that mindset, letting go of the negative things, reinforcing with the empowering things, then you'll be able to go and accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. Accept those setbacks. When you embrace that imperfection, or embrace imperfection is what I meant to say, not perfection. I just saw that up there. Let's fix that, because I certainly don't want y'all to embrace perfection, because that is not going to happen. Okay. So let's just fix that right now. You want to embrace imperfection because you are not perfect. All right. And the perfect thing is not going to occur. You're going to have to accept those setbacks, and it's all a part of your journey. Learn from them, adjust your approach, and keep it moving forward with some determination. I promise you that if you keep at it, you will start to make some changes. You will start to move in the right direction. Remember, it's never too late to rise and take action. All right. I always say it's never too late to rise. And every moment in this process really is a new opportunity. You may be surprised at the opportunities that grow out of when you fall. You may be very surprised at some of the things that develop, some of the new things that you see that you can accomplish, and may even strengthen what it is you wanted to do in the first place. Yeah, there are going to be times when it doesn't feel so great. However, if you keep at the action, keep pushing forward, your potential will know absolutely no bounds whatsoever. All right, that's it. Thank you guys so much for hanging in here with me. I'm late, and I appreciate the fact that you hung in there so that you could hear what I had on my heart about the point that you need to take action and the things that I gave you in order to do so. I have some things scrolling at the bottom. We've got lots going on. The classes kick off in July. The portal kicks off, opens up in July. You can go now and register to get in the portal. You can register for Reinvent Her. We've had people calling about that already, and I'm so excited about this summer curriculum that is going to change all of the rest of the seasons of your life. All right. This is a summer course, but it's going to change all of the seasons. And I'm incredibly excited to say that we will be having the screening for our documentary, Reinvented to Rise. The documentary is screening here in the DC metro area in August, and tickets are now on sale. Yeah, lots going on, lots of exciting things that I am very blessed to be a part of, very happy that they're occurring, and I want you to share in it with me. So grab your tickets for the documentary. Go ahead and enroll in a summer class. All right. And take action, guys. Take some action. Remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are unique, each and every one of you, with your own thumbprint that is designed to make a difference, to make impact. Go out and touch something. Make it different. Make something that the world is waiting on occur because you have finally taken action, whether it is improving yourself or improving yourself to improve something else. Go take some action. Know that you are capable of doing it. Go out and confidently be yourself because you are great and you're worthy of doing great things. All right? That's it. Look in the comments. I'll have all of this stuff in there for you as far as the tickets and the portal and the class. I appreciate you listening again, and go out and have a wonderful, safe rest of the day and weekend coming up. All right. Have a great one.